Whether you are an annual pass holder or visiting Universal Orlando for the first time, you're probably going for the experience of the rides. Universal Orlando has a wide variety of rides and attractions for most ages, but among the more popular rides are the coasters found at both Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios. Today, we are going to rank every coaster at both parks at Universal Orlando, from least thrilling to most thrilling. But before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more Universal and vacation content. First up is the only junior coaster found at Universal Studios, and is currently closed for renovations. This is Woody Woodpecker's Nut House Coaster, which will soon be Trollercoaster. Opened in 1999, this junior roller coaster was the original junior coaster at Universal Orlando. Having a lift hill with a height of 28 feet, 680 feet of track, and reaching a top speed of 22 miles per hour, riders go around this track for all of 44 seconds before returning to the load station. As mentioned before, this coaster was closed temporarily in 2023 inside of the new DreamWorks land at Universal Studios. Plans are to reopen in 2024 when the new DreamWorks land opens and is being rethemed as a Trolls roller coaster, but the track itself is keeping the original layout. This coaster by far is the most mild coaster you will find at either Islands of Adventure or Universal Studios. Next up is the only junior roller coaster found at Islands of Adventure. This is Flight of the Hippogriff. Opened in 2000 as Flying Unicorn and rethemed as Flight of the Hippogriff in 2010, this coaster is a mild alternative to the more extreme ride, Forbidden Journey, found in Hogsmeade at Islands of Adventure. Flight of the Hippogriff has a 43-foot tall lift hill, is just shy of 1,100 feet long, and has a max speed of 28.5 miles per hour. This mild ride lasts 1 minute and 6 seconds. The cars travel over a track to the top of the lift hill, where riders have a full aerial view of the Wizarding World, and then drops through various dips and turns. This coaster is a favorite by many of the young thrill seekers that may not be quite ready for the more intense rides found around Universal. This next ride is a hybrid between a coaster and a 3D experience. This is Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts. Opened in 2014 at Diagon Alley at Universal Studios, Escape from Gringotts became the flagship ride of the Wizarding World when it opened. Based on the Deathly Hallows Part 2, where Harry, Ron, and Hermione attempt to infiltrate Gringotts on their quest to defeat Voldemort. Gringotts encompasses motion-based vehicles on a 2,000-foot track with 3D projection. The 3D projection is similar to the ones found on The Adventures of Spider-Man and Transformers the Ride. All throughout the ride, there are many different scenes throughout Gringotts, with appearances by many of the characters. There is a lot of stopping and starting with this coaster, and the initial drop is one of the best in the park. That is a favorite of many.
A little dose of pain to help you remember.
Yes! Or we'll destroy
you! The next coaster on our list is a staple of Universal Studios since it was opened in 2004. This is Revenge of the Mummy. Originally opened in 1990 as Kingfrontation, Mummy replaced the icon in 2004, and there are still many little things found throughout the ride that pays tribute to Kong. To compensate for space during construction, a part of the building had to be excavated several feet to compensate for the ride's climactic drop. On a 2,200-foot track, guests are propelled to a maximum speed of 40 miles per hour and switching tracks twice. In 2022, Mummy was closed for an extended period of time for an extensive refurbishment and was reopened immediately in the fall. There are several steep bank turns and top hats throughout the track as you try to escape the Mummy. Linear induction motor technology is used to move trains through the various dark ride scenes through 3 launches that last for for 3 minutes.
Even the Magi can save you now. That is no escape.
Your end shall be my beginning.
Behold your fate. Your souls are mine. Forfeit your souls. Death is only
Hope you enjoyed yourself. I would have enjoyed this interview a lot more if I had got my cup of coffee! Thank you.
Next up we have my personal favorite ride at either Universal Park, as well as an early park admission favorite. This is Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. This multi-launch coaster cost a whopping $300 million and opened to the public in 2019. Guests ride almost a mile down the track, reaching speeds of 50 miles per hour. The track has a max drop of 17 feet and a maximum height of 65 feet. Hagrid takes guests on a journey through the Forbidden Forest, seeing all sorts of different magical creatures. Throughout the ride there are 7 different launches that will range from different speeds, especially the last launch that goes from 0 to 50 in 4 seconds. With our annual passes, getting into the park early, this is always our first stop of the day to hit up Hagrids. Personally, we have not had any issue with the reliability of Hagrids, but it has been plagued by many mechanical breakdowns and was touted one of the most unreliable rides in the theme park industry. Recently, it seems the reliability has gotten better though, so be sure to hit up Hagrids on your next visit.
Oh, and don't mind Fluffy. His barks are worse than his bites. No, don't panic. I'll just, Oh no. Looks like you've lost power. I've got you. Don't worry. Reparo. Sorry, I never was great shakes at magic. Oh, crikey, you're tangled in Devil's Snare. Repeat, Lumos Solem after me. Lumos Solem. Whew, that was close. Now we just need to... Oh, you found my missing screws. Best be getting you out of here before you get blasted. Now, hit those purple buttons. Hold on. Dragonfire's got a kick. Well, I'll be. There's a unicorn. And look, she's a mum. Ruddy lucky thing to see such a sight in the wild.
Coming in at third most thrilling roller coaster at Universal Orlando is Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit. Opened in 2009 after being under construction the year prior, this coaster is the tallest found at Universal at 167 feet tall and has a straight up and down lift hill which propels guests to a top speed of 65 miles per hour and a max G rating of 4.1. This means if you weigh 200 pounds, your body now feels like it weighs 820 pounds. Lasting 1 minute 39 seconds, that time won't feel like anything once you return to the load station. Rip Ride Rockit is the most thrilling coaster found at Universal that does not have any inversions. On the ride trains, guests are surrounded by LED lights and screens to play music while flying around the track. We all hear and read signs that if you have back or neck problems, you shouldn't ride roller coasters, and we usually all ignore it. Well, with Rip Ride Rockit, I would highly suggest listening, because it is by far the roughest roller coaster in either park and I have personally ever experienced. It will shake you to no end, and it will definitely cause some more issues for you if you are prone to back or neck pain. The top two most thrilling coasters at Universal Orlando can both be found at Islands of Adventure, with the second most thrilling coaster being the Incredible Hulk. Opened in 1999, the Incredible Hulk has the most inversions of any coaster at Universal at 7. Guests are launched from start to 40 miles per hour in 2 seconds through a tunnel down the 3,700-foot track, reaching an overall height of 110 feet. Immediately after exiting the tunnel, the train enters a zero-gravity roll and plunges down a 105-foot drop. The train then reaches a top speed of 67 miles per hour, followed by a cobra roll over the lagoon. The train then proceeds through a vertical loop followed by a subterranean tunnel full of mist. Upon exiting the tunnel, the train goes into a corkscrew and a second vertical loop, which wraps around the mid-course brake run, and is also flanked by 2 overbank turns. This leads into the mid-course brake run, slowing the train before descending another hill into a second corkscrew and a turnaround before entering the final brake run. This coaster is my son's favorite and is a must-ride for us every time we visit Universal. Last up is the newest and most thrilling coaster at Universal. This is the Velocicoaster. Opened in 2021, Velocicoaster features a 155-foot top hat, along with 4 inversions, 2 launches along a 4,700-foot track, reaching top speed of 70 miles per hour. This coaster takes you through a raptor encounter and simulates being chased by raptors. Starting in the raptor enclosure tunnel, the first launch takes the train from 0 to 50 miles per hour in 2 seconds. After being launched, riders are taken through 2 loops and several turns before reaching the second tunnel. In this tunnel, the ride train is propelled to 70 miles per hour in 2.4 seconds and is sent directly into the signature 155-foot tall top hat. After plummeting 140 feet, guests enter a steep turn and encounter 2 more inversions before reaching the final brake run and returning to the load station. Before we wrap up, I have a great coaster time savings tip that everyone should think about using. No matter which coaster at Universal is your favorite, I would highly suggest using the single rider line option. Even if you are with a group, you will go through the line significantly quicker than the general standby line. You will not be sitting next to your group, but you will be able to experience everything through the park a lot faster. With that tip, this wraps up our countdown of least thrilling to most thrilling coasters found at Universal Orlando. Please remember to like this video and subscribe for more Universal and vacation content. Until next time, have a great one.